I believe in a moment where time stands still and there's a feeling of appreciation. This moment usually surfaces in the quiet of undergratified experiences. They arrive when it's least anticipated. Unfortunately, dozens of these moments slip by me every day. They happen and go humbly unnoticed. Service has made me a more conscientious individual in many ways, including appreciating that moment. It was in one of these moments where I found myself completely engaged, sitting at the edge of my seat, watching the face of a 6-year-old. Antonio is the son of the Posada groundskeeper. He rarely looked you in the eye and almost never said a word. He loved to play soccer with his brothers. During our time at the Posada, we wanted to show an act of appreciation for the Esperanza staff that too often go overlooked. We were going to cook them dinner. The first thing on our minds was that it wouldn't be the same if we didn't invite their families as well. The evening arrives and I could not be more overwhelmed. There are 25 people sitting, waiting to be fed what they're expecting to be something edible. At the end of the very long table sits the 3 young sons of Roberto the groundskeeper. I sat apprehensively, hoping that everyone was going to be able to leave with full stomachs, and it hit me that it was going to be in the reaction of this little boy whether the dinner was going to be a success or not. Antonio took his first bite, and there it was. A pair of eyes that had those creases in the corners that only come out when you're smiling and you don't even know it. It was in that moment that I felt the most supremely fulfilled. It wasn't particularly in the gracious words of everyone or the comments from the other end of the table, but in the simple action of a smile. This was a moment that took no longer than a second, but the feeling persisted for hours. Actions not only speak louder than words, they last longer too. That moment cascaded into almost an hour of no words, but merely the exchange of laughs and smiles between 2 people who seemed to have nothing in common. But we didn't need to have anything in common other than that moment to share in a sense of communion together. It's often said that we should be in the moment, but I venture to assert that I do not want only to be in the moment. I want to find that moment, the one that isn't screaming for attention or seeking approval. This little boy reminded me to look for those moments every day and cherish them when they come. And also to try and create those moments for others, to bring them to that transcendent place where time and space can pass by around you, and it's the smile, a hug, a hand, a laugh, a tear that returns you to a moment of happiness that is never fleeting.